Hello all. Today I'd like to share a quick thought on the electability of Jeb Bush. Electability is kind of a slippery concept, and it comes out of the unique way that presidential candidates are selected in the United States. For a year, or 2 years, or 3 years before the actual election between candidates of different parties, different candidates will fight, basically. They'll jockey for position in their own parties to see who will eventually get the nomination. During this process, which I guess we can call the primaries process, even though the first primary isn't for another 6 months, a variety of candidates emerge. Usually, in each party, there's one candidate that really represents the party's best ideas about itself. One that generally anybody who's taking their party's principles seriously can get behind. These guys almost never get the nomination. That's because the party leadership and the party voters do a sort of mental calculation. They think about electability. Yeah, we love this guy, but can he really compete in the broader election? Is he really going to be able to beat the other guy? In any traditional election, Jeb Bush would be super electable. He was the kind of popular and fairly successful governor of a large swing state, Florida, and he was always very good at never becoming the public face of anything controversial. He certainly did controversial things, but he was always very good at making somebody else famous for that. So yeah, in a traditional election, super electable. But 2016 is not going to be a traditional election. The Republican Party has an opportunity that it hasn't had since John F. Kennedy. For the first time in almost half a century, almost any Republican candidate is likely to be less wealthy and less well-connected than the Democratic candidate. That's assuming that Hillary Clinton gets the Democratic nomination, which most people think is a done deal. Hillary Clinton has been an internationally powerful figure for over 20 years. Through institutions like the Clinton Global Initiative and the Clinton Foundation, she has been able to occupy a position at the hub of international networks of power and money. I've got another video where I explain why I think that's a bad thing and why that should keep her from being president. Over the past few months, more and more stories have been emerging about why the Clinton family's power is problematic. Almost any Republican candidate would have a field day with this issue. You'll note that I said almost any potential Republican candidate. Jeb Bush would absolutely not be able to use this. You see, Jeb Bush is richer than Hillary Clinton, and he's much better connected than Hillary Clinton. The Bush family has sat in the center of the United States power structure for over a century. Say what you want about the Clinton family, but at least they built that themselves. Jeb Bush became a wealthy man using his father's political connections. Jeb Bush likes to claim that he is his own man, but he became wealthy in real estate in the 80s, while his father was either the most powerful man in the world or waiting in the wings to be the most powerful man in the world. His political base in Florida also might have a little bit to do with the fact that his dad used to be president. So if Jeb Bush becomes the Republican nominee for president, they will be missing out on a once-in-a-century opportunity. Jeb Bush will never be able to run as a populist. In the 2016 election, Jeb Bush isn't the most electable potential Republican candidate, he is the least electable potential Republican candidate. Thanks for watching. And in other news, I'm moving. Not virtually, I'll still be here at this YouTube channel, but physically. I am physically moving to another apartment. Many of you have commented on our big pink wall, but that is sadly a thing of the past. So say your goodbyes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you'd like to help me make more videos like this one, please click on the Patreon link here to find out how.
Closing time, open all the doors and let you out into the world.